Today we are playing 850 points of Eldar vs Space Wolves, the third game in our battle report. Can the Eldar do better than they have been as they attack the Space Wolves' defensive position? In the Space Wolves army is the Rune Priest. He has the same weapons as normal, and Living Lightning, Jaws of the Wild Wolf, and Stormcaller psychic powers. There is a squad of 10 Grey Hunters, 2 plasma guns, and a wolf as a leader with a wolf claw. There are 5 Wolfguard Terminators, the leader with a Thunderhammer Storm Shield. There is an assault cannon, 2 wolf claws, and another Thunderhammer. We have a Dreadnought with assault cannon, wolf claw and heavy flamer, and a squad of 7 blood claws with the leader with a power fist, all riding in a drop pod. Now onto the Eldar.
Okay, and on the Eldar, the Warlord stays the fast year again with its psychic powers of Fortune, Eldritch Storm and Executioner, and his Warlord trait for today is Fate's Messenger, rerolled failed saving throws. He's being joined by a squad of 10 Guardians with a missile platform, and today the Wave Serpent is coming in to hopefully take out some more of the tanky units of the Space Wolves, and it will be holding a squad of 5 Wraithguard, all with their D-Scythes, hopefully to take out tanky units even faster. Then as a distraction squad, we've got 3 Wind Riders, all with scatter lasers. And then for some support, we've got a Wraith Lord with dual flamers, 2 Bright Lances, and a Ghost Glaive. Let's see how they're set up.
And the Eldar are on a revenge mission, trying to take out the Wolf Priest for his machinations against them. For this, the Wolf Priest is worth 2 points in addition to slay the Warlord for the Eldar. However, the Space Wolves will receive a victory point if he lives. Otherwise, it will be a case of purge the alien of the Space Wolves units and the Eldar units. Also, with the Space Wolves defending, the Eldar have first turn. So, to this effect, the Space Wolves are hidden behind the Bastion. The Terminators hoping their armor will save them, and the Dreadnought in the ruin. Coming across, we have Khorne Demonkin, who have been interested by the blood spilt between the two, and so the group of 8 cultists will be trying to summon bloodletters into the game. To do this, they will roll a d6 and add the turn number. If it adds to an 8 or more, a group of 8 bloodletters will deep strike onto the table and go after the nearest enemy unit. Let's see how the Eldar are deployed.
Okay, and the Eldar have set up, ready for turn 1. Hopefully with the Wind Riders and the Wave Serpent here to move up and cause a distraction, ready for everything else, to move up through the centre and power through the cultists. They don't have any chance to spawn any of the Demonkin in, otherwise it'll be a lot more painful for me. Let's see how turn 1 unfolds.
Space Wolves, turn 1. The drop rod with the Blood Claws came down after a quick orbital cool led to their redeployment. However, the drop pod scattered from in front of the Wave Serpent to just on the board, so it did minimal damage when they got out, hiding from the heavy D-Scythe things. The Dreadnought stayed in the ruins and fired the assault cannon into the Wraith Lord, however did no damage. The assault cannon from the Terminators fired into the jet bikes, slaying 1 with a rending shot, and the Grey Hunters hid behind the building, the Rune Priest failing to get off shrouded. Going on to the Eldar, turn 1.
Okay, after an Eldar Turn One, very successful, the Bloodclaw's short arrival was stopped by the guide, which was luckily denied the Witch Storm. The Executioner, they managed to pass their saves on, and then the Eldritch Storm fired, was hopefully going to hit some of them as well, but missed and just took whole point off of the drop pod. But then thanks to the Guardians' brilliant shooting, they shot and killed the rest of them thanks to very good rolling. Then the two scatter lasers from the jet bikes hit into the drop pod, taking another wound off of it, leaving it very, very damaged. Everything else shot into the Terminators, but did absolutely nothing. Let's see if the cultists spawn in some Demonkin.
Space Wolves, turn 2, was ineffectual. The cultists did not bring in any bloodletters. The Wolfguard Terminators moved up and fired the assault cannon into the Wraith Lord, doing 1 wound. The plasma gun on the Grey Hunter squad, one got hot but he lived, and the other took another wound, and the Rune Priest got off shrouding on the unit. The Dreadnought tried to do some damage on the Wave Serpent with its assault cannon, however it failed to do any damage. The drop pod, however, was more successful, killing 2 Guardians with the Stormbolter. In the assault phase, the Terminators tried to charge the Wraith Lord to kill it. However, they rolled a double 1 on their charge roll, and so have failed. Let's see what happens in Eldar, turn 2.
After another very successful Eldar turn 2, the Farseer managed to get Guide off, but Eldritch Storm did not manage to get off, even with the runes of the Farseer. So used Guide effectively, shot into the Terminators and killed both the shields very luckily. That gave the Wave Serpent with his dual Bright Lances time to shoot into there and kill 1, but the second Bright Lance missed, so could not take out the autocannon. The Wind Riders, shot into the drop pod, did nothing unfortunately, so that's still enough to pick off 2 more things. The Wave Serpent, however, was very effective. The underslung Shuriken Cannon didn't do anything, but the Twinling Bright Lances shot, penetrated, and then immobilized the Dreadnought. Let's see if the Space Wolves can regroup.
And so, in Space Wolves, turn 2, still no bloodletters from the cultists. I don't think they're quite believers. The Grey Hunters had a successful turn. Well, at least the Rune Priest did. His living lightning killing the Wraith Lord, and they have shrouded. However, their shots into the Guardians did nothing. Once again, the assault cannon from the Dreadnought did no damage to his Wave Serpent, and the Terminator's assault cannon did nothing to the Guardians. However, upon charging, they weathered the Overwatch and the blows, but only managed to kill 2 of their number. However, thankfully they are locked in combat, so cannot be shot. Let's see what happens on Eldar, turn 3.
Okay, after another very successful Eldar turn, apart from these Wind Riders, can't even take out 1 wound off of a drop pod, but that's beside the point. The Wave Serpent shot everything and exploded what used to be the Dreadnought. But unfortunately, we managed to kill 1 of the Terminators in combat, but then Terminator killed 2 of us. Can we survive to keep everything alive? Let's see if the cultists can spawn anything in this turn.
As we approach the end game, the cultists still can't summon anything. The Grey Hunters moved up, with the Rune Priest shrouding them again, hopefully keeping them alive. The Plasma Gunner fired up and killed 1 of the jet bikes. The Stormbolter from the drop pod doing nothing. In the assault, the Terminator killed another Guardian as all the shots bounced off his armour. Let's see what happens in the Eldar, turn 4. Can they take out the Rune Priest?
Not so effective Eldar Turn. The Wind Rider still can't take out a drop pod. The Wave Serpent fired both its weapons over there, but luckily the Wolves managed to save all the shots. The Farseer has now run out of expendable runes without dealing any damage to the Terminator. Can the cultists summon anything, or are they unsummonable?
It's taken till turn 5, but we got some blood letters. The cultists spawned them, and they deep struck right next to the Grey Hunters, who were then forced to focus all their fire on them to kill them, other than a living lightning shot from the Rune Priest, which dealt a glancing wound to the Wave Serpent, which was saved by the Hollow Fields. The drop pod fired its Storm Bolter at the Wind Rider and did no damage. And with the now vulnerable Farseer, he dealt no wounds to the Terminator. However, the Terminator's one hit, he rolled 1 to wound. And so we go on to Eldar, turn 5.
Okay, after a very successful Eldar turn, the Wave Serpent moved up, rotated, dropped off the massive squad of flamers, as I'd like to call them, and they butchered the squad, getting the extra victory points for killing the Warlord. Then the Wave Serpent used the shots it could and killed 3 of the cultists. The Farseer eventually managed to destroy the Terminator, but again, the Wind Rider could not kill the drop pod. The game does go on to turn 6. Let's see what happens.
And in turn 6, the cultists do it again. A squad of bloodletters landing over here, near to the Farseer. The drop pod won the war against the jet bikes, slaying it with its Storm Bolter. However, things are looking dire for the Space Wolves. Going on to the Eldar, turn 6.
And that's the game. The Farseer seeing Spear shot into the drop pod and killed it. But as the rest of the Eldar cannot kill any of the Demon King will probably be having their revenge next game. Thanks for watching, and see you next game.